I just went through a puddle and got water in my mouth. Manchester City stagnant puddle water. I'm back out here again. I'm doing this day 2 because I had a lot of fun yesterday. Unfortunately, I think I overshot the Goldilocks zone a little bit in terms of length and amount of content because, well, having to sift through about 46 minutes of me rambling, that's not really time conservative either. So today we're going on a bit of a shorter adventure. This one actually will be a little more engaging, I hope. Although I did forget to bring my other camera, which was going to be a whole part of this. So now it's not. And I am crossing over here. Got to overtake the lane, cross onto the sidewalk here. This intersection is such ass. And now I am bicycling on the sidewalk against traffic, which is not, to my knowledge, legal in the city of Manchester. But that's okay. I'd rather do this than die. Safe to cross. Dip down here. Once we get across the Amoskeag Falls Bridge, it gets a little less cancerous. This bridge on the other side contains my favorite view of Manchester, which I've done umpteen videos on, drone shots especially, but the other side is less beautiful but still a nice view of Merrimack. So normally when you're trying to get from here to River Road, you have the option of walking your bike down, or you can just cut through the Brady Sullivan parking lot. And up at the very tippity top of Brady Sullivan is 2 Peregrine falcon nests that have constant round-the-clock live streaming cameras that you can find on YouTube. Just search Manchester Peregrine falcons. They just hatched their eggs. Pretty sure I showed that in a video the other day. But I don't know, that was maybe a week or so ago, so it's worth checking out. Now, one of the reasons I like this road so much is, boy, are there just some unbelievable pieces of real estate. You got this sick house, and then this is the garage, and of course the fountain is a beautiful touch. Stunning, stunning property. Here we are at Stark Park. This is a 30-acre tract along the Merrimack River. This used to be his home. Well, more specifically, his home is actually further down that way. I'll show that a different time. But we're gonna go ahead. Actually, you know what? No, let's go the back way. Hang tight. So here we are. You can go down this kind of unmarked trail here. And well, I'm not 1000% positive where it connects, but if my Google Maps eyeballs serve me correctly, we should come up on something. We have some maple tapping going through the middle of this property. I don't know how that works. Do you get an easement? I've seen a lot of maple tapping on public property. Do you own the rights to the trees? Do you lease the tree? I mean, how does that work? Someone tell me if you're knowledgeable. Dip down in here. Thankfully, my squeaky brakes they warn anybody coming who might be around these corners. So, trail splits here. This continues to go down, and this actually goes behind the juvenile center. So we'll go check that out. Is it true that very fine beach sand means that it had to have been underwater at a point in time? Because that's what this is. Woo, it's a shame I don't have a dirt bike. You know what I'm saying? You could rip it up back here. This is pretty cool. This goes way the hell back here. I wonder if this connects back to the road at any point in time. There's a couple cut throughs. Let's check out what these signs say. Yeah, welcome. Same signage. Boy, do I really want to go down here though. I mean, I'd love to see how far some of this stuff goes back. Shit, this is gonna suck to get back up on the bike. It's all sand. I just want to see if it goes down to the river. Oh, railroad. Boo. I should have known. Oh wait, we got something over here though. If I can get on some stable ground, goddamn. Okay, hang tight, bike, don't go anywhere. Oh wow, these are cool. These go back here. I wish there was like a spot to get in the water. Not that I think I would. Although, come to think of it, I went wakeboarding with recycled percussion in this water. And I didn't even think twice about it. I used to go down the Merrimack every summer, but that was up near Concord where there's a little less city pollution. But yeah, well, I don't want to get too far from my bike, so I'm gonna get back up to it. And that's pretty sweet. I think it's pretty cool back here. This is where we just were. And we came up. And now we're, I guess, in all this. It's pretty cool. Let's go back here a little bit. This is cool. Yeah, this is all wetland preserve. Very cool. Let's check this out for a hot second. Enjoy the view. Take a moment. Man, what a shot this would be if we got the bridge or the train going by. That'd be epic. You know, it's really, really difficult to find train schedules for non-commercial trains. I mean, for non-passenger trains. And I read one time on a forum, it was a Reddit forum for trains, and somebody said that it's actually, it's a security measure as to why they don't release those schedules or make them public. I've never really dug much further than that, but I would love to know the times in which these trains come through. Because they're not regular like they used to be. You know, you'll find people who talk about, oh, every Wednesday at 3 or whatever, but I don't think it's like that. In fact, most of these railroads in New Hampshire are up for sale right now, and unless somebody buys them, I wouldn't be surprised if a lot of them just become decommissioned. Although this one through Manchester is pretty major, so I think it'll have a little bit more of a life. All right, let's hit it. All right, last place I'll show you up here. Here he is, the man, the myth, the legend, Major General John Stark. Tom, if you're watching this, I apologize, but I forget the name of your landscaping company. But Tom, his wife, and his company were some of the earliest sponsors of my daily project back in the original 365 days. And they were gracious enough to hire me out for a couple jobs. One of them was to film him and his team that maintain, I don't know if they still do, but this would have been probably about 4 years ago. They maintain this park. They did a really stunning job. Really great people. I wish I could remember the name of the company so I could plug them. They're based out of Amherst. And just couldn't be finer folks. Anyways, all right, guys, that pretty much includes the interesting half of this adventure. Thanks for following along. I like this format. I'm just gonna keep modifying a little bit so it's a little less boring to watch. So, you know, Biking is easily like my favorite pastime. So I'd like to be able to share more of it with those of you who are interested, and maybe give a little bit more insight of the things I like to do on a bike, which is not to, you know, try to cover 100 miles in a day like a lot of cyclists do. I more just like to use my bike as a means of exploring something faster than I could on foot and less restricted than I can in a car. It's a nice Goldilocks zone. And it's also a great way to get some exercise, great way to be outside, get a tan, and a great way to, you know, skedaddle around town.